emtradio.com. Go ahead.
You can come to emtradio.com. You can find us on Facebook. Just search EMT Radio, hit the contact button. You can send us a direct message. You can send us a comment. You can also send us an email at emtstreaming@gmail.com. Just let us know any topic or just your opinion. We want your voices heard right now.
And don't forget to like our page on Facebook if you are listening out there. So, I'm going to ask you this question. Go ahead, you want to say something?
No, I was listening to what you were saying with the email you just received.
So I'm going to ask you your opinion.
It's a back and forth. So basically, we're blaming it. The states is blaming it that it came from China, and China's just saying like we took it over there, and then we brought it back and spread it over here. Like I'm a little confused.
No, the U.S. calling it a Chinese virus.
Yes, I seen that.
President.
That's the president. Yes. I see.
Mr. President, God bless you if you are listening out there. I love you, man.
The China virus.
The China virus.
Funny.
I love him. So this is what happened. China got stuck with the virus and start from there.
Okay.
Whole world looking at China, they lie and they keep the information.
Okay.
They did not tell the truth on time.
Okay.
And they were intimidating the doctor who discovered the virus first.
Okay.
They told me, go back to work, shut your mouth, and if you say something, you know exactly what's going to happen to you. So the guy gets scared, went back to work, talking to his colleague through emails and tell him this is very serious. So I think that doctor died by the virus, by the way. By the virus.
In China?
Yes, in China.
Okay.
Yes. So now China, when they notice a whole world against them, because this is a worldwide crisis, and China, they said, the U.S. military bring the virus to Wuhan
Okay.
and spread the virus over there, and left. And guess what? They said they send it by the military. Our military took it China. So you use your brain as a normal person. If U.S. want to put the virus or spread the virus in China, they're gonna send the military.
Right.
They're gonna put uniform military uniform. Hey, go walk in China and spread it. Nobody will notice. They're gonna think you're just the military.
Right.
It doesn't go through your head, right?
Right.
So I mean, why are you raising the flag by putting military out there in their city and putting the virus out there?
You're putting them in jeopardy. If that was the case.
Yeah, it puts them in jeopardy. You're acting stupid.
Yeah.
But what's the CIA will do that? That's a CIA job. CIA they do the dirty work.
Yeah.
So why are they going to send the military? They can send the CIA on a mission of buying paper towel from China,
Right.
buying animals from China, and just having a vacation, him and his wife and a kid. That's stupid. That's my opinion on how they would do it if they want to do it.
Yeah.
So this kind of thing China came up with, I think it's not a good idea. It's a bad way how we're trying to push it back to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a bad explanation. The Chinese, they were not thinking too much. Maybe they were under a lot of pressure. And they said, you know what? We checked the cameras and we noticed U.S. military, they were in their city. So what? They were in their city. They are in their city every day, whole year. And of course, other military of other countries, they go to China too. And the U.S., they're blaming it on China because it starts from China. I mean, if U.S. blame it on China, they have a right to blame it on China because it starts from there. And killed a lot of people, and they hide numbers, and they're still hiding numbers still today.
Really?
Of course they do. Seriously, of course they do. This is no brainer, believe it or not. You cannot trust China on anything. China went too far in their economy, and they built their power on other people experience.
Okay.
They stole documentation from the U.S. for years. They've been stealing this. They caught too many times. They copy paste every perfect product out there. But this is the problem. See, I've been talking to a lawyer before about patents. You know what he told me? He said, uh, good luck suing Chinese for something. I said, why? He said, you can sue them, but good luck collecting. I said, you're not going to collect because this is China. They can close the company, open another one. They can just ignore you, don't answer to you. So now you're going to collect $100,000 or $200,000. You have to spend $500 on lawyers between hotels, airplanes, and other lawyers over there. And plus, when you get to China, you get ignored also by their government. They make it hard for you to go after somebody in there. So why do you think Donald Trump, he squeezed China? He squeezed China because he knew, before he became a president, he knew China was robbing us right and left. And I'm not really sure why every single president before let them get away with it. And don't get me wrong, they locked a lot of people. Because...
What, former presidents?
Yeah, no, they locked a lot of people in the past, like Chinese.
Okay.
Chinese, they act like they're working normal families here, and they take all the information and they send it to China. We're talking about military information, I swear. That was in the news, it's not like something that I come up with. They bring military information, they take it over there, they copy hospital stuff, science, anything they can get hand on, they steal. Anything they can get hand on, they steal.
So they're just like really corrupted.
They're corrupt, yeah, they're corrupt, and the whole world knows that. I mean, and I don't know that, but I don't know why the world, they deal with them. I think this is a good time, because the economy is all down to bottom. This is the time when they can put China in one corner and leave them alone. Don't work with them. Teach them a lesson to respect the rest of the world, and teach them a lesson to respect animals.
Yeah.
I saw another video yesterday, horrible video. Horrible. The guy who's burning, they call it a festival, a dog festival.
I know what you're talking about.
A dog
I'm
festival.
telling you, my sister was telling me all about these kind of
Listen, this asshole,
There's no other word for him.
this garbage, this cannibal, this piece of shit. I don't know why all governments in the world, they're not doing anything about this. What's happened to the animal? I don't know. I know there's a lot of association out there for animals.
Yeah.
Why they're not saying anything about it? This guy, he's burning a dog alive, and the dog, he's begging for his life, and this guy, he's not blinking. Did they have animal rights? Some worldwide association to protect these people from this asshole?
Right.
Alive, he's burning him alive with what? With this kind of torch.
A torch.
The one they use for roofs and stuff?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, why? Why France and Europe, you love dogs so much? And every president he owned a dog.
What satisfaction do you get by doing, like, just hurting?
I don't know.
Any animal, but...
Any animal, weak animal. Because when you hurt somebody who's weak, it does make you stronger.
Right.
It make you look like you are weaker. Because if you want to hurt someone in your power, he had the ability to hit you back.
Right.
I mean, this is why God, I guess, sent us this coronavirus, to teach us a lesson, to stop thinking about being good to the society out there. Do the right thing for animal and planet and everything and the people. I mean, if the world want to listen to me today, whole world need to stop dealing with China till they start respecting human right and animal rights.
Well, I mean, at this point, they would have a lot to prove.
Huh?
They would have a lot to prove at this point.
A lot to prove.
Before you would even recognize trying to build a relationship all over again.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do different this time?
Oh, well, yes, that's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's how a lot of third world countries start respecting their own people. When they ask for a loan, the government squeeze them. They don't give them a loan. They said, "Do you want a loan? Sure, we'll give it to you." So this is what you need to do for us before you get the loan. Start respecting people. Start respecting, for example, human right. Stop blocking people for no reason. Stop killing people in your country. And then you come back to us, and then they go out and they start respecting this stuff because they need the money so bad.
Right.
And some countries, they just wake up and tell them, listen, you want the loan again? Sure, we'll give it to you because I see what you did for the humanity and you start respecting people. So this is what we want you to do now. We want you to start respecting the journalists.
Okay.
Stop killing them. Give them a right to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Show some democracy in your country and then come back to us. Then he allow it. Then you go back and get money. And that's how they do it. China, nobody did this stuff to them. Why? Because I think the world leaders, they're so greedy. They need so much of cheap stuff and cheap shit, not stuff, cheap shit from China to come to the country and sell it with a profit.
Okay.
Like I'll give you a few examples. Banana Republic.
Oh,
Banana
okay.
Republic,
Uh-huh.
I used to buy from a long time ago.
Mhm.
A shirt for like $40, $50.
Yeah.
Their company based in China,
Mhm.
and people get paid with one bowl of rice
A bowl of rice?
a day.
Oh, wow.
That's how they get paid. So they're showing democracy in America.
Mhm.
They're showing humanity and respecting their own people. But the people who's making that product not being respected and they're paid big time.
Right.
And they sleep in unhealthy situation. And this is the other thing why China went too far. See, for example, China went big on the cost of their own people.
Mhm.
And how? Like a Chinese person leaves his house at 8 o'clock in the morning
Okay.
and he comes back home at 10 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
I mean, he's working 2 shifts. One person working 2 shifts.
Okay.
That's telling you that person who's working 2 shifts, he's getting paid so little for 2 shifts. And he's working like 2 companies.
Wow.
Because if you work 8 to 4 and 4 to 10, that's 2 shifts. And when you doing 2 shifts, that's like 2 companies. 2 companies in one company, in one production, one pay. Yeah, one pay, and they're making a ton of items every single day and feeding the world.
Right.
See, the people are not making money. They sleep in the shitty environments, small houses,
Right.
and he leaves at 10 o'clock. It is another person take the shift from 10 to 8 o'clock in the morning. Same thing,
Until he goes back.
till he goes back. And then some other companies, they're using a lot of robots
Okay.
to do stuff,
Mhm.
robotic stuff. But it's still they're abusing humans to get to wherever they are today.
Yeah.
And that's just like very unfair to humanity. And people doing it because the world not saying anything about it, because that's what they want. The world, that's what they want. They want cheap stuff. So why we have a lot of stuff cheap like TV, computers,
Right.
washers, whatever, just because we get them for a penny on the dollar from China. Costs us not much.
Right.
So now, because the world is in a different situation, I think they should start doing stuff in their own countries to put people back to work and to allow people to buy the stuff they want. They can
Right.
afford it. And teach China a lesson. So we go back. We go back to that guy. We go back to that guy who said, what are your opinion about the virus? So the virus, this is my opinion. And I always respect other people's
Of
opinion.
course.
So China got squeezed big time by Donald Trump. Big time. I mean, they tried everything. And he still squeezed them because they couldn't sell to America. And again, when I say America, America is a country, but it's a huge country. We're
Right.
talking about 52 states.
Right.
52 countries doing economy with China through America, one country. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I get it.
So China need us big time. Seriously, need us to sell the products because we are a big spender.
Yeah.
We don't care. We spend. American crazy. They spend. That's the culture. So when they get squeezed, their economy started going down before too.
Okay.
But when Donald Trump came in, squeezed them more. So the economy went down. Companies start closing. Just I don't know if you know that or not. A lot of companies closed down in China.
Right
a lot
now.
of companies, yes. No, but when Donald Trump was in
okay.
office, start
Sorry.
squeezing them. So this is what they said to themselves. Okay, Donald Trump want to teach us a lesson, huh? He want to bully China. I think he doesn't know what bullying means. Bullying, tomorrow we're going to wake up and show them what bullying means.
Mhm.
They spread the virus. They said, guess what? If I'm going to go backward and start my economy from bottom again,
From the bottom.
we all got to be in the same place.
Wow.
That's my explanation. Let's spread the virus. Let's make whole countries go back to the same level where we are now. And then we start all together again. We work together and we build the economy. Then they're going to need us. We're going to need them. That's the explanation I have. And that's the only explanation.
That makes sense.
So now if you think, this is to the American people. They've been talking about Donald Trump and they're saying Donald Trump, he's a bully. The China, they're the bullies.
Yeah.
And the big bully is China, is not Donald Trump. I think we should have put a post about this, seriously. On the EMT radio
Mm-hmm.
Facebook page. Who's the bully now?
Right.
China.
China.
Yeah. So other people come in with different suggestions. Like other people, they said, whole world struggling with the elderly, the pension.
Okay.
People they're thinking about like countries, they're struggling with the pension. They don't have enough money in social security. They don't have enough money on the pension to pay people. So what they did, what they think, the government created this virus to get rid of the old people because it's attacking the old people and the young kids.
Okay.
But if you look at the numbers, it doesn't add up because we're spending more money than we're going to spend on the pensions for these people down the road. And when you see 2 trillions and you're seeing this is not enough, we're going to need more money, whole countries will shut down for months.
Right.
That's telling me it's a wrong calculation.
Right.
That's a wrong calculation. Our coffee is here. Hey, Lizzie, I love you again. Thank you. So that's my opinion. It's a wrong thought and a wrong
That makes sense.
the wrong thing. Some other people they said this virus is just it was a mistake happened and they couldn't control it. That's what they said. It was a mistake. It was a mistake, a human mistake, and they didn't control it. So there is another thing you have to think about. Every 100 years exactly, something happened.
Yeah.
So that will make you think again. Is the people who are controlling the world, they do that every 100 years to balance the continent? Maybe. Or the wars happen in the Middle East and all of it was not enough to knock people. They decide to knock more people.
Yeah.
That's why people, they don't starve in 20 years from today. Which is wrong too, because people, they look at it, they cut the ties with other countries. They don't export anything. Companies, they stop, they're not doing anything. That make you think it's a wrong idea too, because this will cause us to go to starvation too one day if we continue that way.
Yeah. Right.
So there is too many things out there, but I always believe in China did that to bring people, whole countries to zero, and they start with her from the same level.
Of course.
That's what I think.
That's your, yeah.
Yep.
So because you started here,
and you
Like we started from the bottom all over again.
and you are up here,
Everybody's gonna
it's
suffer.
gonna take us time to catch up to you. But if we bring you down, we're gonna be
We
going
all
the same.
gonna start at the same rate. Like we all gonna start all
Yeah.
over again. We all gonna brick by brick.
Yeah, you
all
go.
over
And
again.
then you're gonna suck up to me. Hey, China, I think we need to sit down and
Yeah.
negotiate. And China said, yeah, sure. Time is bad, and we need to help each other.
Mhm.
But this is the best explanation to what's happening right now. The world, if you are listening, do not deal with China. Start going back to the old stuff. Build things in your own countries. Put your own people to work. And if we're gonna save $5 on a TV or $20, we don't need that.
Spend
I mean,
$20.
I'll rather spend $40 or $100 on a TV and not getting it from China
Right.
for what doing to people and animal.
Yeah.
I hope they have a brain. I think we need a 5 minute break and then we go back to the audience. One more time, you can reach out to us to you go.
emtradio.com. Click the menu button and chat with our listeners. Then send us your feedback, your questions. Look us up on Facebook at EMT Radio or just reach out to us at emtstreaming@gmail.com. We want to hear from you guys. We will be back shortly. Give us about 5 minutes, guys.
Enjoy the music. I did a lot of talking to you. But it was a good information actually. It was a good
I
information.
didn't think about it like.
Well, not only you,
I know, but I didn't think, like, I didn't see it like, okay, since China's going down, let's bring something up, let's do something where we're gonna fuck up the whole world. That way, like I said, we're gonna have to start, like you said, we're gonna start from the bottom with them. They can't see us up and they're down.
That's why I feel
So they
bad for
just bring
myself. I'm
us
a
down
fucking
and it's
genius
like-
and I need some better position than what I am right now. Trust me. That's why I don't like myself anymore. What do you say?
No, that's fucking crazy. I didn't think about it, and it's just crazy because
That's why you gotta
It
love
takes
me
you-
every day,
it
and be
takes you-
nice to me.
it's like, I am nice to you.
No, it's
It
just-
takes you to a place where you're just like, damn,
I need
I've
this
seen it
conversation
one
when
way.
we come back. I need that.
I see it one way and then we see it like other people look at it a different way. And like you said, it's your opinion, but
Makes
it's just
sense.
like, it makes sense. Then you just be like, okay, I might have my opinion, but
When I come back, I want you to talk just exactly like that. Same emotion, same thinking, because people, they need to understand very good who they're dealing with ENT Radio.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to ENT Radio, yeah, we're about having fun and talking to people, but we are an educational radio too.
yeah.